We'd like to show you now is a little film that Luke made last year, or back in the end of 2019, I think, with one of the people, Ollie, who we were able to go to and help after he got himself in trouble. Watch this.
You've got to respect nature and respect what it can do and its power. And for that one day, I completely forgot that. My climbing partner, Lou, we were going for a normal training session. We were going to head up to the indoor wall and do some training which involves lots of pull-ups. And it was a lovely day, so we said, well, screw it, let's forget about it for today. Let's go and do some normal climbing outside. So we went up to Alderly Cliff, and we'd never climbed there before. We couldn't be bothered to get all the kit out and set up, because it takes a good sort of 15 minutes to re-rack all the climbing gear that you need. So we said, okay, well, let's leave that and we'll solo an easy route. Solo climbing is where you have a pair of rock shoes and a small bag of chalk, gymnast chalk, on your back, and that's all that you've got. And then it's your skill, your strength as a climber that gets you to the top with no artificial aids. And in hindsight, it was so stupid. I had to perform a move that's called a rock over, which is where you rock all your weight over onto one leg. And as I grabbed this pinch and pulled on it, I could just feel this little snap. My left shoulder started to peel backward off the rock. And at that point, you know it's going to be bad. I landed right on this hard block of limestone. At the time, we thought it was just a bruised spine or stress fracture, something like that. But it turned out what I'd done, as I landed, my left foot landed first and had completely shattered the heel bone. And then working up from there, the main bit was I broke 3 of the vertebrae in my spine. And that was the biggie.
Fallen climbers can be very badly injured. So there's always the concern about, possibly spinal injury, head injury, but this one is the one that we would really train for and have to put all our training into action.
Mountain Rescue arrived, and everything that they did was so critical to making sure that I kept the use of my legs. If they didn't take care of me in the right way, the consultant said it could have easily caused irreparable damage. I remember that point where the consultant said, after all these scans, he said to me, you broke your back. And that's the bit where you just go, geez, what have I done? All the time through this, the consultants have been telling me, you're not going to make a full recovery. But for me, that wasn't acceptable. So I set about the task of going, right, you're not going to stand for this, and then slowly started to work on muscle strength and building it back up. And by the August, I managed to do my first climb again. And the Mountain Rescue Team, they deserve more than we can say. They should be paid, they should be full-time, they should be looked after. We've got to do everything we can to fundraise for them, to help them, to make sure that they're given everything that they need to keep going out and doing the job that they're doing. The thank you just isn't enough.